do you want to be when you grow up? A question that is asked to most children. However, as these children grow older, their aspirations are altered by those around them. From the very moment that we're born, we're surrounded by expectations. Parents, teachers, and society as a whole all have a vision of what our lives should look like. Now, most of these expectations often come from a place of love and concern, but sometimes they can obscure our own vision, drowning out our inner voice. We're told what to do, what to value, what to aspire to. But the truth is, each of us is born with a unique spark, a potential that can only be fully realized if we dare to pursue our own path. Now, don't get me wrong, doing so is not merely an act of defiance or rebellion, but it is truly an affirmation of your individuality and self-worth. It's about recognizing that you are the author of your story, the captain of your ship, the director, producer, and writer of your movie. When you follow your heart, you're not just choosing a lifestyle, a set of values, or a future career. You're choosing to live authentically, to be true to yourself and to your soul. Forging your own way begins with introspection. It requires you to ask yourself, what are my passions? What are my strengths? And what are my weaknesses? Now, the truth is, this journey of self-discovery is not always the easiest. It may lead you down paths that feel unfamiliar or even uncomfortable. But it is only by going down this journey that you can truly understand who you are and what you want from this life, not what everybody else around you wants. The consequences of not pursuing your own path can be profound. When you allow others to dictate your choices, you may find yourself living a life that feels inauthentic or unfulfilling. Sure, you may achieve success according to the societal rubric of success, but you may also feel a deep sense of dissatisfaction or emptiness. Because at the end of the day, you aren't living the life that you want to, only the life that others wish for you. Now, this dissonance between your true self and the life that you're living can lead to a myriad of negative emotions, like resentment towards yourself and towards the people that chose this life for you, regret, and a sense of wasted potential. And this actually reminds me of Serena Williams, who is a perfect example of what happens when you refuse to let others shape your choices. Her journey isn't just about tennis. It's about defining your own path. Growing up in Compton, she faced impossible odds, training on cracked public courts with a father who saw her potential before anyone else did. In a sport where few looked like her and even fewer believed in her, Serena faced racism, sexism, injury setbacks, and constant scrutiny about her body and playing style. Now, each of these challenges fueled her determination instead of holding her back. She overcame doubts from critics, battled health issues, and even pushed through a broken knee and other physical injuries. With 23 Grand Slam titles and countless other achievements, she has become one of the greatest athletes of all time. And Serena isn't alone. Rihanna, for example, grew up in a poor neighborhood in Barbados and faced many struggles before becoming a global music and fashion mogul. Oprah Winfrey was told she wasn't fit for TV, but went on to build an empire. Zendaya faced criticism early on in her career for breaking stereotypes, but is now a powerful voice for inclusion and diversity in Hollywood. Each of these remarkable people, like Serena, proves that challenges help us, not stop us. Serena's story isn't just an inspiring one. It's a reminder that the obstacles we face don't define us, but instead help shape us into who we're meant to be. Now, it is essential to be true to yourself and follow your own roads, but it is just as important to differentiate healthy guidance from simply being pushed to fit in. While it is true that people's opinions can be extremely beneficial in developing ourselves and guiding us towards several points in life, our own creativity may be suppressed in the process. Constructive advice empowers us to improve, whereas pressure to conform often leads us away from our true selves. So, to create a life that is uniquely yours, you need to learn to filter external opinions, allowing only those that align with your values and aspirations to help shape your decisions. Now, you might be wondering, why is she talking about following your heart? Isn't that something we hear all the time? Well, you're not wrong, but here's the thing. We hear it often, yet we still struggle to do it. Why? Because it's hard. It's not about the success stories or the perfect outcomes. It's about the messy, real process of choosing your own path, despite the fears and pressures we face. So, no, this isn't just another follow your dreams talk. It's about listening to your heart and finding the courage to take that first step. I've been dancing since I was 4, but for a few years I put it on the back burner, distracted by school and the pressure to focus on real things, like grades and a future career. I tried to convince myself that dance was just something I did on the side, not something I could truly prioritize in my future, no matter how happy it made me. But as I got older, that pull to dance never really went away. Even when I was in the middle of assignments or when I was supposed to be cramming for tests, I'd find myself randomly dancing in my room or daydreaming about the next dance class. So I finally decided to stop pretending and give dance the attention that it deserved. I started taking more dance classes and pushed myself further than I ever had before. If there's one thing that dance has taught me, it is that following your passion, even when it may feel uncertain, is the key to feeling truly alive. But pursuing your own goals doesn't just make you feel good, it actually makes you more resilient and happier. Research from UC Berkeley shows that following your passions leads to a deeper sense of purpose. But it gets even better. The Harvard study of adult development shows that building strong, supportive relationships can help make all of this even more powerful. So chase what matters to you, but make sure you've got a solid support system along the way. What I'm trying to say is living your own vision is an essential act of self-empowerment. It's about living a life that is true to yourself, even if it means facing difficulties and challenges. You may face harsh feedback from those around you, but all you need to worry about is whether you are content with your life. The rewards of living authentically far outweigh the comfort of conformity. So dare to be yourself, follow your own path, and create a life that is uniquely yours. You are responsible for igniting your own spark. Thank you.